Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. So we are actually at our New Orleans house. It's a mom's weekend. And so it is unpredictable what is going to happen. Already, my dog is, as soon as I hit record, they just start growling and fighting. And you guys know, for those of you guys have pets or kids, as soon as you hit record, everything goes haywire. But I'm going to get through this and we're going to go through the weekend and have a great week. I did want to let everyone know that our event is going to be on Wednesday versus Thursday this week because I'm going to be traveling for my Phoenix event. So I'm super excited to see all of you guys who are going to be in Phoenix in person. So I'm super excited to see a lot of you guys who I've been, pretty much talking to for the last 5 years and, coaching on ads. And so it's going to be a really fun event. But on Wednesday, I've got my buddy Vince Reed coming in. Vince and I have been, tag teaming a lot of stuff over the last year. And we have been, really masterminding on this one really amazing strategy that Vince calls the Casper double lead method. And it utilizes the ecosystem that I've been teaching you guys for the last several years. And he has taken it one step further into his webinar and VSL strategy. And so we are going to be going all through that strategy plus all of the numbers. You guys are going to be amazed at the numbers that they've been getting, that some of his clients have been getting, that my clients have been getting, that I've been getting using this Casper double lead method. And so Vince is coming in. We're going to tag team this training. You guys are going to have some live Q&A. So if you're thinking about running a VSL, if you're thinking about running a webinar, maybe you already are, this is going to be the event to be at. So just please make sure that you take note of the day change for just this coming week. It's going to be on Wednesday versus our normal Thursdays conversions over cocktails. So make sure that you're checking the featured section every single week. Also, note that if you have a question for me personally, you want to put it in the Ask Laurel thread. Any question that is posted anywhere else in the group will likely not be seen. I do not spend a lot of time in the group unless it is answering your questions. And I do that so that I can spend as much time with my Lean on Laurel students as possible. But at the same time, I make sure that all of you guys get all of your questions too, right? Because if I spend most of my day trying to hunt for questions, questions are going to be missed. But if you follow the rules, you can ensure that your question gets answered by me by utilizing this thread every single week. Also, as a reminder, you want to be checking the featured section every single week as well, so that you don't miss any important announcements like this upcoming event. Last event, people were like, well, I didn't know it happened. Well, every single week I tell you guys to check the featured section. There's always going to be a replay. It's always going to be usually there at the same time, same days. What a lot of my students end up doing is they just put them on their calendar, right? Because they know typically every first Monday, every third Thursday, with the exception of this one. So make sure you're just putting them on your calendar and just check. The easy way is just check the featured section every single week. But anyway, make sure that you guys are reading the questions. The rules right here, because we had quite a few people get their post deleted because they weren't following the rules. Just a reminder, if you want me to look at your power offer, make sure that you are following the rules. If you want me to answer your question, make sure that you're giving me enough context. So if your question is not here and you submitted it, then you broke one of these rules right here. And my team doesn't have time anymore to go back and say, well, your question, because there's just too many people not following the rules. And I need my team doing other things, not, addressing things that are already addressed in these rules right here. So if your question got deleted, just take a brief look at the questions and see, most of the time it's because your people aren't submitting their power offer in the way that we want it to. Okay. Again, deadline Thursdays at 5 o'clock Central. And there's no set time that I do these on Saturdays. I pretty much do them probably first thing in the morning, but sometimes it's in the afternoon. But there's no set time. I do these on my own time. These lives have no set time like my Zoom calls. Okay. So you guys get access to these weekly Q&As that are called the Ask Laurel thread, but then you also have access to the 2 Zoom coaching calls that we have every single month. So Zoom coaching calls have certain times. Ask Laurel does not. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Beatrice has a really great question. She says, according to one of your videos I watched, I understand that what I advertise for my business, I give the situation, but I don't say out the problem. My question is, could you please help me identify the difference between the problem and situation, please? Thank you in advance. Beatrice, if you would have put what you do and some examples, I could have helped you get specific on that, but I'm just going to give you some other examples because I'm not sure what you do. But so I always tell students that we have to think of the problems that we solve, right? So for instance, right, if people are unhappy in their marriage, that is a situation. There are problems that led to people being unhappy in their marriage, right? So whenever you are talking about solving, getting people to be happier in their marriage, right? You're trying to solve a situation. A better way to get a clearer outcome is helping people solve problems. Maybe they are, they're being ignored by their husband. So every time they go out to dinner, the husband is talking to every woman except his wife, right? That is a problem to solve, right? Maybe when the husband comes home from work, he opens a beer, goes sits in front of the TV, instead of talking to his wife. That is a problem, right? That is leading to situations that are an unhappy marriage. So that's the difference between problems and situations. If we solve more problems, we will attract more people because we can get more specific. Okay. Being unhappy in your marriage is very vague. What is making that person unhappy? That is problems. That is how we create better content that is actually going to attract our ideal client. Let's see. James says, I'm running power offer messenger ads and the people messaging me are just unqualified and almost like something has gone haywire with my pixel or something. Is it just a bunch of weirdos sending weird stuff? Is that normal? Yes. Facebook Messenger. I don't know what has been the last couple of weeks. I don't even look at my Facebook Messenger on my business page anymore. One of the things that I've been able to help students solve this is just running them on Instagram. Running your power offer messages just straight to Instagram is going to be a way that you could actually solve that. Now, one of the other things that has been able to solve the problem, because I do have students who are still very successfully running these on Facebook, they're going tighter on their targeting. What we've noticed is the broader that you go with the messenger objective, the shittier the messages are. And so we have just decided that one, we're going to go tighter on our targeting, or what we're going to do is we are just going to run them on Instagram. I personally just run them on Instagram just because I honestly just love having messenger conversations on Instagram so much better than Facebook. So those are 2 of the ways that we've been able to solve that issue. Let's see. Robin says, preface, I am a chiro that offers neurofeedback. Most people have no idea what that is. Awesome. That's what power content is built for, to give people clarity, but I'll keep reading. It's basically a brain training treatment for neurological and emotional challenges. ADHD, anxiety. In my power content, I am talking about other natural solutions like nutrition, supplements. Should I mention the neurofeedback to start to educate? Absolutely. That's what we want to do, right? Because people don't move forward for one of 2 reasons. One, they don't know what you're actually solving. And 2, they don't know why they should work with you. And so as we do power content, we have to think, how can we give people clarity on what we do in order to solve their problem? If we're very vague in how we solve our problem, right? Like I'll give you guys an example. Like, what if I was very vague in the way that I do content? Like, I didn't show you guys the power content strategy outside of this program, right? Like, if you go to my YouTube channel, I am very open and transparent about how I help people solve problems. And that brings you guys to this program, right? So you have to think about this. Like, it's what can I do to give people clarity in order so that they can make a decision to work with me? And so absolutely, you should be educating people on what this neurofeedback is, because that's going to be the thing that's going to make you stand out, right? Let's see. Ron says, could you give my power offer another look? Absolutely. I give everyone 2 Two chances to get their power offer. So let's take a look at it. The two most important lines right here. Let's see. Coaches and course creators selling their premium program through email. Okay, that's cool. If offered to build you an email strategy that will enroll 3 to 5 new students a month in the next 30 days, that runs on 3 emails a week, is simple enough for anyone. And without you having to run monthly launches, use paid ads, or set up an evergreen funnel, would you take me up on that offer? Yeah, that's pretty good. I would test this. Let's see what happens. Good job, Ron. Let's see. Tracy says, I've watched and followed the low ticket offer training and optimizing and scaling. After 5,000 impressions on each ad set, I have 5 sales in one ad per ad set under $60 cost per sale. That is awesome. Do I scale them by duplicating them into new ad sets with different audiences, or do I gradually increase the budget? Oh, Tracy, I have a perfect training for you. So if you go into the low ticket offer ad section, I could have sworn I have it in here, but I might not. Let's see. Where get Laurel's help, Lanyap, workshop, vault, ad optimization and troubleshooting. If you go and watch this video right here, campaign setups, troubleshooting, testing new ad angles, and scaling, this video has everything that you are asking for. It's very in-depth. This is actually a training that I did with my Lean on Laurel students, and it is still one of the most valuable trainings that I have ever done, and is going to answer in depth each of those questions that you just asked me right there. Let's see. Sue says, hey, Laurel, I recorded my power pitch. My CTA is for my audience, warm audience I created based on your instructions to answer a couple of questions on the Calendly and schedule a time with me. Can you please confirm on clarity that at the ad set level, it needs to be post engagement or video views? So this depends, right? If you are running as a retargeting and you're running for people to book you should be running it as a conversion ad that's optimized for schedule. That's the way that I would do this, right? So if you have a Calendly, you want to redirect the Calendly to a thank you page that's pixeled with the Facebook event schedule. That way you can run this as a conversion ad with the optimization. So you would do the lead objective optimized for schedule appointment. Let's see. Dana says, I'm struggling to come up with my 3 solutions to the 3 specific problems covered in the assignment 2, offer development and positioning lesson. My offer is an online course on how to train your dog or puppy. Awesome. I love this. I love offers like this. I watched the offer development and positioning, and I got stuck coming up with the solutions that were not my course. As in the video, you said I could create new pieces of content that solve these problems. The reason I'm stuck is because my course is such a singular focused solution. There's not any additional content I can create that wouldn't give away the training in the course or add to it. These are all 3 problems I've identified. Feedback on these would be helpful. 1, I can't leave my house because my dog destroys things while I'm gone. Oop, I can relate to that. I've got a dog that does this. I want to train my puppy, but I've never done it before, so I don't know how. Every time I've tried to train my dog, it cries the whole time. So I've given up, but deep down, I still wish I can get them to like their crate train. The link I want to run ads to is this. I've not launched yet this course, so please do not share this link outside of this group. Yeah. So here's the thing, right? People can find almost anything on YouTube, right? It's always free. Why most of the time people buy, like for instance, me and my wife just hired a dog trainer to help us solve a lot of problems. All of the content that we could have easily found all of the solutions online, right? But when you're executing, things go wrong, right? Like, so for instance, right? Like, let's say you did a power content. I can't leave my house because my dog destroys things while I'm gone, right? You could do a piece of power content on why this happens, right? That would be a way that you could actually help people understand why this happens and actually help them make the decision that, oh, I need to follow Dana, right? Because Dana is going to give me more valuable information. Everything that you guys have in this program can be found. Like if you looked hard enough online, you could find all the information for free, right? But why are you here, right? Because of this, right? What we're doing right now is you're getting feedback on, hey, I watched your training, but I still have questions on these things. Your audience, Dana, even though to you in your head, it sounds like something really, really simple. And I don't know, I'm assuming that likely you probably have some type of community or something where people can actually get feedback. That is what's valuable, right? Because if you look online for like all this dog training stuff, there's so much of it, you know? So think of it that way. Like, so number 1, I can't leave my house because my dog destroys things while I'm gone. Well, why are they doing that? That's a great piece of power content. Why are they doing that? And how do you know if you need to, get help? Is it normal for, puppies to do that? Yes. Don't worry. The dog will grow out of it. well, if your dog is showing these 3 signs, then they're not going to grow out of it and you need to get help, right? So that would be one of the ways that you could actually. Sorry. Um, so that is one of the ways that you could actually solve that problem, right? I can't leave my house because my dog destroys things while I'm gone. Well, here's how to know whether this is going to be an ongoing problem or, hey, don't worry, your dog's going to grow out of it, right? Because if you say, hey, this is going to be an ongoing problem, what are they going to do? They are likely going to go and ask you for more help, right? Or they're going to start to actually look for more content from you, right? 2, I want to train my puppy, but I've never done it before, so I don't know how. Well, cool. How do you get started, right? Here are the 3 steps to learning how to crate train your puppy. Like, these are all things that, remember, power content is only solving a single problem. You don't want to solve all of the problems when it comes to crate training your puppy. You are basically just giving clarity, like, hey, remember, people don't buy for 1 of 2 reasons. 1, they don't have clarity on what they're going to get, right? So if Dana, you can help them get small wins through your free content, what do you think they're going to think about your paid content? They're going to be, wow, Dana gave me these 2 solutions for free. I can't wait to pay and see, like, and get the support of what's going to happen whenever I actually get to work with Dana herself. So that's the way that I think of content, because guys, you can get all types of content from everywhere. Like, there doesn't need to be this, like, oh, we got to hold everything secret because I've got the only piece of content, that there's ever going to be on this subject. It's really, really hard just to sell information. Let's see. Michelle says, hey, Laurel, I'm using the template you provided in the portal. I'm stuck on the 3 missions exercise. My offer is a money mindset and money manifestation program. I watched the 3 missions video and I got stuck where you said create power content. The link I want to run ads to is this. My question, Michelle, is did you go to the power content section? Because inside the program, we actually have a power content section. If you go into the power content section, it's going to give you clarity. So that's my main question, because you don't mention that you watched it. But if you're stuck, I would say go to the power content section. It is the section that is after the get ready protocol, and watch the power content. But just to give you some advice on what I would do. So 1, go watch the power content, right? But see these, I was looking at your page a while ago, so I already saw this. So right here, the 5 areas of money that are often blocked, that can be one piece of power content right there. Another one, how money blocks are preventing you from being in the flow of abundance. That could be another piece of power content right there. How to rewrite your money story can be a piece of power content, because remember, if you're sending ads here, right, for a lead gen campaign, everyone who hits this page, see, I see you have the pixel, but think about this. Everyone who hits this page is not going to opt in to watch the video, right? So what you could end up doing is you can retarget them to your power content videos and get them into your ecosystem. Now, if you were confused about that, don't worry. The more that you dig into my program, you're going to watch more videos about my ecosystem over and over again. But that is how power content is going to play into this. And so if you go into the power content section, you could literally just break down, like so many of my agency clients, we just break down their webinar topics. Now, here's the thing, a question that I get is, can I just clip my webinar and use those for power content videos? Yes, you can, but I don't recommend it, because power content has a certain flow. And if you guys go into the actual power content training inside the program, you're going to see why you can't just clip videos and pass them off as power content. Let's see. Sherry says, hey, Laurel, my personal Facebook account was hacked, and while attempting to recover it, Facebook blocked the account. I am super sorry, Sherry. That really sucks. I'm not worried about losing my personal page, but the account manages my business page, advertising, and Facebook group. On the last attempt, Facebook said I could not appeal the decision again. I've never appealed. Any ideas on how to get it back? Yeah, you just have to be patient. It happens. The most important. the most important thing that you have to answer first is, why did Facebook block my account? Was I not following the rules, right? And so if you guys go into the Get Ready protocol, I actually have a section on, here are the rules to keeping your Facebook ad account safe. That is one of the reasons why I recommend running power content before running any type of other ads. Power content keeps your account safe. So if you guys go into the Get Ready protocol, I not only have how to keep your ad account safe, but I also have how to create backups if this happens. Actually, I should say when this happens, because it happens to all of us. It happens to me all the time, but you want to have your backups in place. And I also have scripts to use when appealing to get your account back. So lots of stuff inside the Get Ready protocol on protecting your ad account. You just have to be persistent. You know, a lot of people ask me, I do not have special powers, guys. I spend a lot of time with Facebook chat support. Be best friends with Facebook chat support. I see a lot of people asking, you know, Facebook's always calling. Should I, you know, take their calls? Should I always take their calls? Because if you can be friends with your Facebook, they might not give you very helpful information as far as getting you good strategies, but they can help in these types of situations. So always be nice to your Facebook support person when they call. Satya says, hey, Laurel, I was just checking out the conversion multipliers training. I love it. I was wondering, how would this work for a low cost $27 or $97 offer? Awesome. I actually just did a training with Justin and Sarah on this very thing. Should I just put the link in that post, or get them to DM me to get the link? I'm wondering if the freebie is still required for selling a low ticket offer. You could do it either way, right? You could use the freebie to get people. Like I have a student, her name is Petra, and she has a horse training course and program. And she actually uses her value bomb to get people to buy her mini workshop, which is awesome. But you can sell it. So if I go into, let's see, I'll go to my Google Docs. Oh, look at there. It actually redirected to my new book. I cannot wait to share this book with you guys. I cannot wait. Let's see, direct reels. I'm going to show you guys a couple of them. So this would be a direct hook right here. So you could say, hey, my clients are getting a big win using mechanism bonus. Explain the ease of it. If over the next length of the workshop, right? If over the next 60 minutes, you could have your own blah, 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 benefit number 1, benefit number 2, and without having to do the thing they hate, would it be worth $27? My name is, and why should they listen to you? Want to be next? Click the link below and send me a message. I will personally walk you through the goods before you buy. This is one of my favorite scripts to use to buy a low ticket offer. And we run these, and no, you cannot have this sheet. This is, a lot of people pay to have this sheet, but I just wanted to kind of go over that. Yes, the conversion multiplier can work. And we have both, like you can even do the live workshop. If you want this, just go into the low ticket offer section and grab the, you can get all of the templates and the messenger templates and everything inside the program underneath the low ticket offer section. But yeah, they actually work just as good there. Let's see. Christopher says, hey, Laurel, I launched my first power content video to 2 different audiences and so far hitting all of the KPIs. My question is, are there any different or additional KPIs I should be keeping an eye on if my videos are on the longer size, 10 to 15 minutes? Thanks for these weekly Q&As. They are help even when I don't ask a question. You are very welcome, Christopher. I appreciate that. So if they are longer, I don't have specific KPIs because I can only talk about the things that I personally do. I use 10 to 15 minutes videos middle of funnel for my longer form content. But I don't run 10 to 15 minutes. Now you can set your own KPIs for that. Like if you think, hey, if I'm getting, 25% to watch for under $1, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's my power content KPI, but I don't have anything for 10 to 15 minutes because I don't run videos that long top of funnel. I only run videos that long middle of funnel. Let's see. Karen says, hey, Laurel, join this week. And I would love it if you could review my power offer. I'm a self-care coach for autism parents. Haven't been able to find another course creator in this niche. And there's only one other person doing one-on-one coaching, tons of autism parenting programs, but no one's talking about caring for themselves. Let's check this out. You can see here, she gave me the proof of purchase. So remember I said 2 most important lines or right here. Who is this for? autism parents who feel frustrated, disconnected, lonely, and exhausted. If I offer to show you how to reduce overwhelm, rediscover what you want, and find peace on your parenting journey, all while connecting more deeply. So these are, right, we were actually talking about earlier, right? Situations versus problems. These are situations. We need to figure out, like, what are the specific problems that are causing overwhelm? What are the problems that have made them lose what, knowing what they want in life? Like, what are the problems that are creating such turmoil in their parenting journey, right? So that is what we need to figure out. Like, remember, if we market with problems, we give people better clarity, because there's a lot of vague language here, right? Frustrated, disconnected, lonely, and exhausted, those are all situations. And so different parents would probably identify these things in very different ways. And so it becomes unclear, right? And one of the things my mentor has always told me is if a word has multiple meanings to different people, then we're not being clear on what we actually are meaning, right? And so we should actually change the language. So I would use stronger language that describes the problem that is causing this situation. Okay. That's the one thing that we have to figure out before we can move forward on that. This is, just to be clear, Karen, this is not a bad start, but we want to figure out, because would you give me 30 days and just $7? If we can figure out in just 10 minutes a day, like, that's this right here, all freaking awesome. Here, if you can identify certain problems and say, hey, give me 30 days and $7 to solve them, this would be a no-brainer. So I just wanted to be clear. This is not awful, but if you identify problems here, this is going to make it irresistible. So not bad at all. Not like, that's a great start. Let's see. Samantha says, hey, Laurel, I'm an energy healer offering high ticket one-on-one coaching. Will you please review my offer? Absolutely. Looks like you got your power offer evaluated by Copy Coached. Let's see how you did. Remember, 2 most important lines right here. Who is this for? Attention, spiritual seekers going through a dark night of the soul. Already, right? Very unclear. This is very vague. I don't even know. And by the way, I'm a very spiritual person, and I don't even know what this means. If I offer to personally guide you out of this spiritual crisis in 6 months. Yeah. So here's the thing. We need to figure out, like, what are the direct problems? You say benefit number 1 by helping you heal past traumas to get your mojo back. Heal past traumas is actually the clearest message that you have here. And so I would find a way, like, is this just part of it, or is this the whole thing? I would need to know more. Like, again, going through a dark soul of the night, that doesn't tell me anything. Personally guide you out of the spiritual crisis in 6 months. Personally guide you. How are you going to personally guide me out of what spiritual crisis? Like, what is it that you're trying to solve? And so this is an example of very vague. But here's the thing. I don't want you to feel bad, because guess what? Every spiritual person who comes to me has this exact same problem. We have to start identifying clearer things, right? I'll actually show you an example that I wrote for one of my clients. So we'll go back here, and I hope this will help, because I actually just helped one of my spiritual clients in Lean on Laurel. So this is what she had written, right? How a beginner in energy work overcame mental and physical baggage and self-doubt with just 12 minutes a day, and how you could do this, right? Very vague. And so I was trying to give her an example of how to make this more clear, right? So I was like, so we have to identify, right? Because mental and physical baggage, like, what does that even mean, right? And so I was like, here's how to make things like that clear, right? In this training, you will learn the chakra cleansing exercise, right? The mechanism that will allow you to reset any bad energy, keeping you from getting to the next level in work or relationships. Like, this can still be clearer, but I didn't have enough information. But that's what I meant by, like, we have to have a mechanism to solve problems, right? Reset any bad energy, keeping you from getting to the next level. Bad energy is the problem, right? The mechanism, this 12-minute mantra that will allow you to easily receive anything you ask the universe to bring, right? Problem is they're not manifesting, right? The 3-minute meditation, a mechanism that allows you to instantly tap into your intuition anytime you need it, right? These are specific things. And so when we have, things like this, we need to be able to identify, right? Like you don't have a mechanism, right? You see, if I go back here, mechanism, 12-minute mantra, chakra cleansing, 3-minute meditation. Those are all mechanisms that's going to help you give clarity to your audience on what they're going to get if they give you money. You see what I mean? So hopefully that helped you, Samantha. Let's see. Kristen says, hey, Laurel, I had a question about the 130K challenge ad strategy video you have on YouTube. Absolutely. Can you talk about when you started running the ads, how long the ads ran, and what metrics determined when you started turning some of the ads off? Yeah, absolutely. So if you go into the training and go into the Lanyap section, it is the same training that I recommended Tracy to watch. I recommend you watch because it will go into that in depth. So it's inside the Lanyap section, inside the workshop vault, and into the ad optimization. You will see exactly how to run those ads, how long I ran them, how to switch them out, and all of that good stuff. You could even find it on the YouTube channel if you go into, I want to say maybe troubleshooting your ads, maybe. Or it's the ad strategy section, ad strategy replays. I know it's somewhere in here that I have it. But yeah, if you go into my YouTube channel, it is here. I'll actually. Because my boss at CBS came up to me and he's like, you can actually search my YouTube channel, but I'll just pull up the video here. But if you do, let's see, is it under campaign? Yes, it's this one right here, the campaign setups and everything right here, but it's inside the Lanyap section as well. Let's see. Daniel says, I made 2 sales with my offer to cold audience, but my KPIs aren't where you would want them to be to validate my offer. I'm running a conversion. I'm thinking you mean conversion campaign to Messenger, and my CTRL is 1.6%. Should I try a different creative and test it at $10 a day to my cold traffic, or run my current offer to my warm audience? If so, should it be 2 or 10 a day? So I'm assuming 2 sales with my offer. You didn't tell me how much this is. Like, is this a high ticket offer or what kind of offer? I don't really have a lot of context here. But if you already made 2 sales, that if you're running a high ticket offer, that'd be enough to validate your offer. But yes, I would run the same. Like, here's the thing. Like, if your KPIs aren't where you want to be, like, what do you mean the KPIs aren't where you want to be? Because I get it. You're trying to do the CTRL thing, but if you have 2 sales, who cares about KPIs, right? That's one of the things that I want you guys to understand is if you are getting results, then who cares about the KPIs? Can you get better results if you improve the KPIs? Absolutely. Like, you can lower the cost of acquiring those 2 sales if you keep an eye on the KPI, but I would not stop running this ad just because your CTRL is 1.6%. It took you it gave you 2 sales. So if you can improve that creative and get this up to 3%, you probably get 4 sales, right? Because you'll get twice as many people. But yeah, I would definitely run it to your warm audience for sure. And anytime I'm running anything to my warm audience, I'm running it at $2 a day. Let's see. Christine says, I want to run a 4-day live event in the first week in December, which is the 3-year anniversary of my business. Awesome. Congratulations, Christine. And by the way, thank you for posting your progress on your 90-day video journey. I've seen every post, I've read every post, and I've just really enjoyed seeing your journey. And guys, if you have not seen Christine's post, like, let her be an inspiration. She is getting so much done by just getting up every day and doing videos. My target audience is novelists and nonfiction writers, and the event is going to be focused on building your 2024 annual writing goals. At the end, I will pitch my writing productivity membership, which is $8.99 per year. My plan is to offer the live event for $3 in celebration of my 3-year anniversary. That is freaking awesome. I love that. In one of the lessons, I remember you stated to start running ads a month in advance. Yep. I also just watched a case study of a live event strategy you did from one of my colleagues in the Lanyap section. My question is, do you have any other suggestions on videos to watch or additional tips for this kind of event? Yes. So if we go into my YouTube channel, let's see, I did a thing for one of my live students. Let's see, what did I name it? That's going to be the funny thing is, let's see if I go here. I think I did it under the live videos. Let me see. I'll actually post this under your question so that you don't have to go find it. It was like, watch me. What did I name it? See? Oh, look, Jam with my Lean on Laurel student and launching a live launch event. And I even talk about like power content, strategy, and all of that stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go here. I'm going to turn on commenting. And I'm going to post it for you. So that'll be easy to find. I'm going to go reply here. Boom. There we go. And let that post. And then I am going to turn off commenting, and that is going to conclude our session today for Live with Laurel. Again, don't forget to read the rules. Make sure that you're reading the rules. If my team deletes your thing, it's because you broke one of these rules. It's nothing against you or anything like that. We just need to make this as efficient as possible. The next Ask Laurel thread will be up shortly, and I will see you guys this week. Remember, Wednesday, I got Mr. Vince Reed coming in. We're going to talk VSLs and webinars and how we have been using a strategy that combines both my ecosystem and his VSL system. And we're going to help you guys get more leads to your webinar or VSL. We'll see you guys next week.